just been sitting empty.
I've spent about $5,000.
Only took one breakdown. We're going to get the keys to the salon suite. There are some plumbing questions I have, so we're meeting with the maintenance guy. I want a bar sink, so I want a regular sink where I can wash my dishes out, sanitize things, wash my hands, etc., etc. He said it can be done, but he said that the plumbing would be exposed, so he's going to explain all that to me. We're going to measure some walls. I've been trying to figure out my vibe, my decor, so I've been looking at some wallpaper, so we're going to measure walls for that.
Why? Of all people.
Get a whole bunch of curling irons and hair blowers and dryers. Doesn't work well.
No, it would just be me in here,
Yeah,
but
I think it sounds like you'll be able to balance it.
Sink pickup day, 7 days after the last time I talked to you. The salon's just been sitting empty. Right now we're going to the salon. They're delivering the sink, a pallet. We have to get it up into the salon, put together so maintenance can put it in. Then we have to go to IKEA, pick up the bar sink, put that together, put it where it needs to go so maintenance can put it in. Then I can start bringing all my stuff in and actually setting this place up.
So let's talk about this sink situation because wow, I searched every website possible. I wanted a nice sink like this one. I had my budget set around $500 and I stayed away from the sites that people warned me had bad customer service or they had crazy high shipping costs. Well, newsflash, they all have super high shipping costs and that's because they ship them via freight. I mean, you saw how big the pallet was. I think it was 160 plus pounds. After they ship it, it lands at a freight center where they load it into smaller trucks and they deliver it to your address. But you have to be there to sign for it. So that definitely caused some headaches with my schedule. They simply unload the pallet for you, you sign for it, and the rest is on you. My total for this sink was $823 and some change, and the sink itself was $523. That means the shipping for this sink was $300.
Content queen. We have to put this whole fucking thing together now. And an IKEA sink. Opening salon suite is really fun and everything, but it's very expensive. By the time I am all done with this decor, sinks, chairs, anything, towels, cleaning supplies, all of that good stuff, I'll have spent about $5,000. That's about how much I spent opening my first suite, but it came with a lot more stuff, and I think I was more frivolous with my money with buying retail that I didn't need. I don't carry retail now, so.
Now, there have been some comments addressing the size of my space and that most salon suites come with sinks and cabinets, and that is true. My first suite came with a station, a back bar, sink and a chair, and a stylist chair. However, this is not a salon suite per se. This is an office building that has been outfitted to have salon suite, which is not unheard of. The whole second floor has a section of suites that can be salons, and then there's a whole closed off area for businesses on the other side and downstairs. Salon suite chains are a ripoff. Do they come with furniture? Yes, but they are triple, sometimes quadruple the price for a smaller space that is less customizable and you're stuck in a lease. They frame it as, oh, the suite is only this much a week. Some of the suites that were going up before I left Virginia Beach were $520 a week. My first salon suite in 2015 was $205 a week and it was 110 square feet. Then I expanded and it was $410 a week. That is $1,650 a month, people. That is a literal mortgage for 220 square feet, where I still had to pay for laundry or take it home, and I was stuck in a 12-month lease. Brief intermission while I update you on what's going on in the actual video.
I just picked up the bar sink from IKEA. Forgot to film that. Only took one breakdown when putting the shampoo bowl together, which, to be honest, he did most of that. And now we're going to Home Depot to get other odds and ends things. So the faucet that the IKEA sink comes with, it's just a regular faucet, like one of these guys. I want a spray nozzle like this guy up here. So I'm trying to see what I can find that's cheap that I can replace that one with, because the sink situation that I bought came as a kit. So it's like the shelving unit, the doors, the sink, the faucet. So I'm just going to replace the faucet. These ain't cheap, girl. So this one's only $90, but I'm worried about how tall it is. She's just missing the thing. Thank you. So the deal with the lighting is the salon does not have a light switch, which I think is in the YouTube video. I talk about that. And it's automatic lighting. So when you walk in, it just turns on. I need to be able to turn that shit off for photos and things like that. So they said that they would replace it for free with Bluetooth lighting. So I want to see what they have. I found a couple things on Amazon I like. And one has a ceiling fan, so.
I'm sure I left a few of you scratching your head saying, well, yeah, most places are going to secure you with a lease. What do you mean stuck in a lease? What I mean is this building that I'm moving into does not have a term lease. I simply have to give 60 days notice before I vacate. So the most I would be stuck here is 2 months in a worst case scenario. Of course, there are the upfront costs and the cost to furnish it and set it up. But to be honest, that's worth it in the long run. So the IKEA sink. As with most IKEA furniture, this thing was a pain in the ass to put together. It came as a kit. I bought the small island separate to have more counter space. And it also came with a sink and a faucet, which I did mention at Home Depot I wanted to replace. We spent nearly 2 hours trying to get this thing together, but the holes simply would not line up and we gave up on it. I spent the next 24 hours deciding if I wanted to give it another go or if I wanted to replace it with my original idea that I didn't go with because it was more expensive. Ultimately, I did decide to return it. So to date, I have spent whatever the screen says I have spent. And for those of you who are wondering, my monthly rent here is $698, and that is $173 a week. So here's the breakdown.